Continuing our post-race media availability, we've now been joined by our race winner, driver of the number 22 discount tire Ford, Joey Logano, and his race-winning crew chief, Greg Irwin. And Joey, this is your third Xfinity Series victory this season, but you definitely had to earn this one today. So talk a little bit about the race and especially the last few laps.
Well, it was it's never a Talladega win that comes easy or not intense at the end of the race. It's always you never know you got it till the end, just like every other super speedway race that we have. And you know, we were doing good. We got up to the lead towards the middle part of the race, and then as soon as we started making our green flag stop, they were wrecking all over the place. And I think everyone's okay on pit road. I didn't really hear if anyone got hurt. I hope everyone's all right, because that was a scary hit on the inside pit wall, and you know, there's a lot of people standing on that thing a lot of times and really close, and I had a front row view of that, and it scared me watching it. And hopefully everyone's all right there. But really what that happened, we lost all our track position back to 12th or so, and then next restart just in the wrong lane and went backwards to 15th, and then we just able to get in the right lane, start moving forward, start being able to get ourselves some track position back throughout those restarts. And then you know, towards the end, it's just you know, having the right people behind you, making the right moves, making the right blocks, and trying to get yourself that clean air in the front. And then really it's just all in the mirror. Keep looking in the mirror and figuring out. So it's cool to get our third win the season right now. This is been a pretty special season so far. I've had some really fast race cars, and Greg Irwin's done an awesome job. And Tab Boy, my spotter, once again, on his super speedways, did an awesome job today and giving me the information I needed to make decisions out there.
And Greg, from your viewpoint, what was it like to watch those final laps?
It's pretty exciting. I mean, I love racing, probably as much or more than anybody standing in the stands out there. So I'm excited. I'm excited to watch this 22 car go to victory lane. The whole program has been so close to a speedway win for the last couple of years. If you think back to last season and 2013 and even Daytona, we've been right there. Lost a couple of them by hundredths of seconds. So I'm happy for all the guys that bolt these cars together, and our aero program and the plate program, engine shop, terrific job. And you know, this is kind of the catapult thing, I think, to finally break through and kind of get that cloud out from over your head. So you know, you watch those last races, and I just sit back and kind of cheer, because Tab and Joey did what they did at the Daytona 500 and wound up winning the race. So you got to give it to him.
All right, we'll go ahead and open for questions for Greg or Joey. If you have one, please state your name and affiliation, and we'll start with Stan.
Stan Creekmore with RPMTonight.com. Joey, how full were your ears over the final laps from both Greg and from your spotter?
Actually, we were talking right before we came back down the green, and it's important for me to know how many laps are left, and I wanted a countdown, and Greg said he'll give me one. I was like, no, just feed him the tab and let him call him off, because there's so much information that the spotter's feeding you here, and you got to be able to take it all in. But for 1 second, if Greg was to get on the radio for a second, that might have been that piece of information I needed to stay out front or get in the front, because two people can't talk at the same time. So what I'm trying to say is they talk over each other. So you know, just needed one person to just be able to you know, listen to everything he's saying and try to process it and take it all in, and try to picture in your mind what he's saying, and at the same time look in the mirror and seeing what you can see, and then making those decisions from there.
So was there any point on the final lap where they just shut up?
No. I'd be mad if they did. Tell me something. But no, it's funny. Tab has as much emotion as me, if not more, and I think that's really cool. You know, he wants to win these things just as bad as I do, and I think he screams on the radio louder than I do when we're about to get the win. And just winning super speedway races are a lot of fun, because you don't know until you get there, and it's not a relief in the moments. Like when you get there, it's so large, and because you just don't know until you're there. You know, off of 4, you still don't know you won the race. You know, typically off of 4, you know if you won the race or not. Typically, here you have no idea until you get there.
All right, we'll continue for questions for Joey or Greg. Okay, we'll go to Jordan.
Hi, Joey. Jordan Bianchi, SBNation.com. Talking about tomorrow on the Cup side of things, Penske Racing has won Daytona 500, obviously, with yourself. Brad won last fall at Talladega. Is there something going on with the Penske camp that the restrictor plate wins are coming your way now, or is it just kind of things falling your way, the drivers figuring out the draft and maneuvering, or what's going on there?
Just like every other racetrack, it takes a whole package to make it work. I think you got to have a fast race car to go out there and have a chance to win a race. You have to have a car that can drive good also. Sometimes a fast race car that's out of control isn't quite the answer either. You got to have something that you can, as a driver, make aggressive moves and do those things and to get yourself towards the front. Today we had a discount tire Ford that can do that. And at the same time, it's about the spotter and the driver being able to gel and be able to basically I need Tab to be able to know what I'm thinking. So he can give me the information to make the move that he knows I'm thinking. And the more the two of us can communicate about it and talk about it and rewatch it and just so he understands where my head is at during certain parts of the race. And as we're building runs, so he kind of has an idea where I'm going to go with it, what I'm going to do, so he can help me make that happen.
All right. Any questions upstairs?
There's no questions upstairs.
All right. Coming back downstairs, any final questions for Joey or Greg? I guess they're going to let you off early.
He's with his baby in Victory Lane. See, last time he brought his baby, and Jeremy, my PR guy here, Triviani, I think everyone here knows him. Last time they brought their babies to the racetrack, we won the Daytona 500, and so they need to bring them every weekend now.
Yeah.
That's what we know.
All right. Oh, hang on 1 second. We have one more question that just came up.
Joey, you're Jordan kicking tires. On that last lap, you'd already shown that you could get past the cars. How crazy was it getting through there and staying out of trouble?
Oh, it's always crazy, for sure. We were able to, when you're sitting, 20 to go when was it 20 to go when we were 15th? And it's like, this is kind of where the crashes happen, around 15th or 10th. And it's like, this is not where I want to be. And so you just want to get through it as quick as you can and position yourself. You're too late to really wait for a crash. You gotta go and get up there. And there's definitely plenty of close calls. There's a lot of close calls the first lap of the race. First 2 laps, I saw it in front of me. I was like, "Whoa!" They about crashed there, and then they ended up crashing on the backstretch. So.
We got up to 4th, and they wrecked right back where we were running at the restart.
Yeah, so I mean,
you had to go.
There's no safe place. I've been crashed running 3rd here before, and I've been crashed running 30th. So there's no safe place. It's so for that reason, it's just intense the whole time. You can't ever relax for a second.
All right. Well, congratulations to both of you on the win today. We appreciate you spending some time with us.
Thank you.
Absolutely. No, absolutely.
Audio, you care if I